to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories. On this episode, we look at Romano Dorham, aka Spooky, aka Chiller Bean. When a man carries a name like a Spooky or Chiller Bean, now I say Chiller Bean because there are certain words that you cannot use on YouTube. But something comes right where the chiller is in front of the bean. You see, Spooky's name came to light when the criminal underworld was in a bad state. You see, Spooky had gone to a dance at the palace, and after he purchased the ticket, he tried to enter, but the police did a stop and search. When they checked Chiller Bean's waist, he had a popo inside. So the officer said, "Boy, what are you doing with a popo? You're trying to mash up the man's dance." But Chiller Bean said, "No, officer. I found it in an alley outside. I was going in to try to give it to the owner." The officer said, "Boy, you think the man a fool? Oh, you for going to go hand it the owner when you could have just hand it to the officer." Chiller Bean was arrested and charged, and then he went to court. He told the magistrate the same thing that he told the officer. He said that he found it in an alley. So he pled guilty. He was given 3 years for the popo and 6 months for the tac-tacs because it is alleged that it had two tac-tac inside. Now you see that Untold Stories is not lying. Remember in an earlier episode, I told you that me and a friend had went to a dance at the palace when we had to run because everybody was shouting at us. Now you understand why we ran? Because you see the type of things that goes on at the palace. Men being caught with a popo right at the gate. Several years after he came out of our prisons, Chiller Bean found himself back in hot water again. It is alleged that him and the man had an argument, and the man started to give off a tough chat. But Chiller Bean don't take tough chat. Him lucky, him didn't get it instantly. But what Chiller Bean did was fire his popo, and he burst one of the tires on the man's vehicle, and he put one over the man's head. The allegations that the man was so frightened that when he tried to call the police, he dialed the wrong number. So the man went to the station and said, "Officer, officer, I was just going about my business when one by the name of Chiller Bean beat up some popo." So they arrested Chiller Bean and took him into custody, and they took him to court. But when Chiller Bean went to court, he pled not guilty because he remembered when he got caught with the first popo and pled guilty, he was sent to prison immediately. You see, one might question why Chiller Bean had another popo, and he was already caught with one before and did some jail time. But living in a place like Edinburgh and Otley Hall, where there are serious tough wars, he always had to keep his thing on tact. You see, just like Shrek McAfee, Chiller Bean was not an easy pushover. He was one of the roughest and the toughest that ever passed through Edinburgh. He was also a real authentic rude boy. He respected the elderly and gave a lot of snacks to the youths, and he told them to go to school. So a lot of the youths from the area had a lot of respect for him. Whenever they saw him, they would say, Chiller Bean, Chiller Bean. And Chiller Bean would say, "Make sure you go on a school today, no youth." And the youth them say, "Yes, sir. School where I go." It is alleged that members of the rival side they sent one of Chiller Bean's friend to Dovercat. Boy, the man them saw Chiller Bean so vexed that the popo beat up whole night. Tack, 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 tack. The man rinsed out 5 machine one time. It is alleged that Chilabin and his associates went back and caught the man sleeping, and they flicked his butt and sent him off to Dovecat. One teacher did a song, flick them butt like Marlon. Them kind of butt flicking that them man they do. It is alleged that one time a youth did come into Edinburgh and do some kind of stupidness with the man them not like. Boy, the man them said Sheila Bean search up the whole of Atley Hall, and the man put Atley Hall on curfew by 7 o'clock. Every window shut, every door shut. Remember, I told you about a vice note that was circulating between rivals from Atley Hall and Edinburgh. And in the voice note, one of the man was heard say that this is not no police war. Remember, in a war, man na call pan lawman. So the man them did not involve the police. The man them decide for do it the real authentic street way. And they also said that there would be no peace treaty, no white flag would be raised. And that was a serious talk. It means the man them now want no talk. You see, the police in St Vincent is trying to find out why all this was going on. They were trying to find a route. You see, St Vincent is a really small island. It is not like America, where they can send an undercover agent in between to get information and then turn a state witness. St. Vincent is so small that the man them might know all the police. So, sending an undercover agent would never work. And that is why they have been calling on the public to say what they see. But you heard him and them say, no peace treaty, no white flag. Now you understand why people don't want to come forward. Word on the street is that they are saying that they prefer the rude boys to send the other rude boys to Dovecat instead of getting involved. Though you remember when I did that episode with No Mercy, when he sent a fellow villager to Dovecat, and shortly after, the police sent him to Dovecat. Well, some said that justice was solved, but some did not believe in that kind of justice. They were saying they could have taken him in between the hours of 10 a.m. and 11 a.m. Residents heard some loud echoes of a tack tack, tack tack tack, like they were beating on the galvanized. In Jamaica, they call the galvanized the zinc fence. They say it was so loud that they knew that someone was sent to Dovecat. When the smoke cleared, it was none other than a Chiller Bean. Residents and family members wept as they saw him in a pool of red substance. Remember, he was well respected, because he protected the kids and the elderly. He wasn't one of those road boys that will go around and broke shop and take from the poor. No, sir. The man just believed in self-defense, protect his own and his friends' own too. You see, you'd have some friends that as a war start, they begin to run. But Chilabin did not run when his friends got involved in anything. He stood up and warred like a real soldier. Randola stories want to say condolences to the family members of Chilabin. Boy, your name would always live on in the Edinburgh area. Once again, we are pleading, we are begging the rude boys to put the machines down. Because you see what the machines are doing? It is sending men to Dovecat, men that we know, men that have family, men that have children. And some of these men are the sole breadwinners for some of these families. Because when Chilabin was caught with the Popo the first time, That is what he said. He said that he was the breadwinner for his family.